Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. How y'all doing out there? I just realized I don't have my light on here. It's always crazy when I start these shows. I don't know what's going on, but I don't have my normal light on. So if I look a little shadows, if you're wondering why I won't be wearing my glasses from time to time, might be because I don't want to see the reflection from the screen that you see here. Although I can't really read without it. So I'll just make my way through as I do every morning. Good morning, Tony. Welcome to the show. So happy to have you along with us. Hey there, Marianne. Good morning. Thanks for coming along on this show. I'm going to see if I can reach over and get this light here really quickly and get it on. So I don't have to suffer through this. Sorry for the close-up of my not so charming face there for a second here. There we go. Lights on. Much better. Much better. Hey, everybody. Although maybe you don't want my face illuminated quite as much, but you definitely don't want it as close as I was to the camera just a second ago. But anyway, here we are. Here we are on a tantalizing Tuesday. Hopefully your day is off to a great start. It is November 26th, 2024. Hopefully your Monday went well. What were you doing? Were you working yesterday? Were you off yesterday? Were you getting set, or were you traveling yesterday? If you're traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday, please be careful out there. Be safe. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful, smooth travel days coming up here. Whatever you might be planning, whether you're staying at home, whether you're going out and meeting family, friends, anything, just happy for you. Just happy for it. And hopefully you have a really, really enjoyable Thanksgiving week. I worked yesterday. I worked a very long day yesterday, and I'm going to work a very long day today because, as I told you yesterday, I don't like to take paid time off for a holiday. So I'll be working extra time to make up for that paid time off and then using that stuff for a vacation later, because that's what I like to use it. That's what I like to do. I can go ahead and work a few extra hours this week and use that for more of an extended trip. That's just how I like. So we did get some interesting Disney news yesterday. I don't know if you saw this, but yes, we finally found out the dates for Destination D23. That's right. It is one of our favorite events. We went last year to Destination D23. You can see some of the pictures here from when we went last year. Last year, it was at the Contemporary Resort. This year, it's going to be at Coronado Springs, which is fun and interesting and different. Hi, Donna. Good morning, Donna. Donna was really nice enough. She was out at Disneyland last night, and she picked us up that Life Day Wookiee popcorn bucket. You are so sweet, Donna. Thank you so much for that. That is very, very nice. She went well out of her way. She was looking for the gingerbread house as well, but she picked up that Wookiee Life Day bucket, which we're really, really excited to get. Thank you so much, Donna. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. I know, Marianne, isn't that nice? That is really sweet of her to take some time out of her visit to Disneyland to go and find out these things. Thank you, Donna. That is so really sweet of you. Anyway, back to Destination D23. It was. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for going out of your way, Donna. Appreciate it. Destination D23, Coronado Springs, is going to be from August 29th through the 31st. So actually Labor Day weekend, which is interesting. I was surprised that that's the weekend it's going to be, but that's when it's happening. We love Destination D23. The last time, it was the first time we've done the D23 Expo many times. Hadn't done Destination D23 before. Loved it. Absolutely loved it the last time. Excited for this time. We have plans to be there. We have booked a reservation, not at Coronado Springs, somewhere else, because we wanted to use our DVC points. We still might be able to use them at Coronado Springs, and we haven't decided if we're going to stay there yet or not. But we wanted to make sure we had a reservation for that weekend while there was still plenty available for us at one of our home resorts, since we are more than 7 months out, which is what you need for, if you're going to book DVC rooms now, anything past 7 months to 11 months, it needs to be one of your home resorts. Sorry, I don't mean to get into minutia here, but I just wanted to bring that up. Anyway, we booked a room, so we're getting ready. Now we just need to get those tickets. Apparently they're going to be going on sale sometime this spring. So holding on, hoping for the best. Hopefully you get to go. I really recommend it. If you're a D23 Gold member, you need to be a D23 Gold member to do this. Recommend this event. We walked away with pretty much a suitcase full of gifts and fun stuff that we got last year. And plus, you see here the Once Upon a Studio, the picture there on the bottom right. That was when we first got to screen Once Upon a Studio. And you know where that, if you've listened to this show, it's where we've got to go from there. What's this, Tony? I love Coronado. We'll see if we can make it down for this. You should, Tony. I know you missed out last time. Definitely make it down. All of you, everybody who follows the show, please. I really think you'll enjoy it. I really think it'd be worth your time, worth your effort to try and make it down, because there's some amazing stuff that goes on. It is so much fun. And I hope you get to make it. Marianne, Coronado is amazing. Toledo is one of my favorite restaurants. I know there's some great places to eat there. That's for sure. So we'll be checking it out. Again, I don't know if we'll be staying there, but we'll definitely be checking it out. You usually get an intermission in the middle of the day there, so you can go get some food, check out the resort. If you're staying there, even better, you can check it out throughout. The day ends usually somewhere around 5 o'clock. And then a lot of times they have events in the evening. Last year, we got to go out to Epcot near the end. We were one of the first people that got to experience the Journey of Water when Moana hadn't opened up yet. They had been doing some cast previews, but they welcomed us in to go get to check that out. And then we had a party there, and they had like attractions open late for us. The next night, on Sunday night, they had like a Halloween party there at the resort, which we got all dressed up for and had a good time. Check it out. I really recommend it. And if you want to become a D23 member, they announced this as well, that they're going to be having some new packages available if you want to become a D23 Gold member, which you need to be if you want to go to Destination D23. They start as low as $49.99. And then with that membership, you get all of these that you see here in front of you on this picture, which is cool. Lots of great stuff, cool pin, magnet, all sorts of fun things there. If you want to upgrade to $99.99, which is, I don't know if that's what we're going to do, but I think it's fairly likely, then you get to pick one of these 4 things you see here. They have the Spirit jersey. They have that wonderful sign that you see outside of Magic Kingdom and out of Disneyland Park, and a book. They have a crossbody bag, water bottle hat, or this pin set. You get to pick one of those to go along with everything else I just showed you for the essential pack, which is $49.99. This is $99.99. You get to pick one of these. And then if you're going to go full-fledged $299.99, I don't think we'll be doing that. But then you can pick all of these along with everything. So really cool. Lots of stuff goes along with being a D23 Gold member, including they have some cool events that go on throughout the year. Now, a lot of these happen on the West Coast. So if you live on the West Coast, or you're making plans to go to the West Coast, then this is even more beneficial to you. But they do have events in Orlando occasionally as well. We got to go and do an early preview of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, thanks to D23 this year. And so they do have stuff out here, but highly recommend it if you're going out to Southern California, out to LA area. The Walt Disney Studios tour is like Mecca for any Disney fan. And that's something you can sign up for as well. They have a new tour this year that they're debuting. You can see it, the Walt Disney's Los Angeles tour, where apparently they're going to take you around to various sites within Los Angeles that are tied very closely to Walt Disney. And then you get to go back to the studios and visit Walt's office and some of the ink and paint building and stuff. That's a tour. We've done the studios tour many, many times, including just earlier this year. But that tour might be something we'd be interested in if they continue that on into the future. But they also have D23 Day at the Angels game, D23 Night at the Ducks. They're going to have some other spotlight series events. They have early film screenings. Lots of stuff comes along with being a D23 member. Again, it's better if you live in Southern California, and okay if you live in Orlando. Some of the other places in the country, unless you're planning on going to Destination D23 or some of these movie screenings, maybe you don't get quite as much out of it, but it's not that expensive. So it's worth looking into and seeing if it's right for your family. That's for sure. What else are we talking about on this Tuesday, November 26th, 2024? Well, how about we got another peek at Stitch yesterday? They had a little teaser trailer for Lilo and Stitch. We mostly just saw Stitch crushing down some sand castles, including a mock-up of a Disney castle, which was hilarious. And I think Stitch looks great. excited to see what this movie is for sure. I know it'll probably be mostly just a remake of the animated movie, but hey, Stitch is fun. Who does? Everybody loves Stitch. Stitch will be fun, and looking forward to seeing this. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, we are always celebrating some sort of national holiday, and today happens to be, well, it's very, I'm going to tell you about something here that's going to be a little ironic because today is National Anti-Obesity Day, which is a really great day because we should all be fighting obesity. Obesity is a real problem, especially in our country. So it's a day to look at that and see how we can fight that. But what's ironic about it is November 26th also happens to be National Cake Day. So I don't know how that plays together. I guess you can say, hey, cake in moderation is okay. I love cake. But I just think it's hilarious that it's National Cake Day and National Anti-Obesity Day. Pretty funny. Oh, and I know the irony is amazing, Marianne. And also, it's National Good Grief Day, which I think we can all say good grief to that national day. Also, this Good Grief Day plays into something I'm going to bring up here in just a little bit. But I just thought that whole string of three things was significantly funny, and I had to bring it all up today. Also, what are we celebrating on this day? Well, how about this? In this day in Disney history, back in 2003, the original Haunted Mansion movie came out starring Eddie Murphy. There's so many things that are funny about this. One, the Haunted Mansion came out around Thanksgiving and not closer to Halloween. Did that make a lot of sense? I don't know. But I have to say, I've seen pieces of this movie. I've never sat down and watched it all the way through. As I don't know why I still have my Destination D23 banner up there. I've watched pieces of it. I've never been able to sit through it all the way through. But I know some people like this movie, really enjoy it. It's never been something that I've really got into. Sometimes I want to check it out I don't mind movies that maybe aren't great and just kind of getting it for, speaking of irony, watching it for ironic purposes, but maybe check it out and everything. Eddie Murphy's funny guy. Love the Haunted Mansion and the attraction. So maybe I check it out. Much more prefer Muppets Haunted Mansion or the newer Haunted Mansion movie that just came out recently. But definitely will check it out. But anyway, yeah, this movie was released in theaters in 2003. What else are we talking about on this day in general history? Well, how about this? A little bit of Disney ties here. In 1865, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. It was published in the U.S. for the very first time, of course. Alice in Wonderland, as we know, very many Disney ties to that. But yeah, the original book came out on this day in 1865. On this day in 1922, Howard Carter uncovered King Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt. Of course, the pharaoh. And just an interesting thing, and it led to so many. It was considered an amazing discovery. And in the 70s, there had the big tour of some of the artifacts out of King Tut's tomb. Go, and it was swept the nation. If you were alive back in that time, you remember being King Tut was everywhere, and it was a big thing. People were lining up to go see King Tut. But more importantly, we got this moment out of this, as Steve Martin had a hit song, King Tut, basically cracking on the entire thing of King Tut's stuff, going through museums, and very, very funny bit here on Saturday Night Live, and a very, very funny song, but just funny. And I had to bring that up because it makes me think about that, because I was alive in that time, because I am old. I am an old man. So I just look back at that time, and I think it's very, very funny. Donna, yes, I know, right? I know. King Tut. No, sorry. Anyway, moving on, something a little more serious. How about this day, 1942, one of the greatest, I might argue, the greatest film ever made was premiered in the Hollywood Theater in New York City on this date, 1942. Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, just an amazing, amazing film. Was it the best film ever made? It's definitely top 5 for us, if not top 2 or 3 for us, of the greatest films, especially non-Disney films ever made. Casablanca, Just an amazing, amazing movie. And it was premiered on this day, 1942. Also, I found this interesting. On this day in 1948, the first ever Polaroid camera sold in Boston. It went for $89.75, which in 1948, that's a lot of money. Like, that was an expensive item back there. But who doesn't remember, especially, again, going back, I'm an old man, going back to that age of getting those Polaroids and shaking the picture to kind of see if it comes out. Love it. And I guess and it's made a resurgence recently. There's new forms of Polaroid cameras that are out there. But yeah, such a total thing. More from the 70s and 80s than anything else, I think. At least that's when I remember. I know, obviously, this was 48. It was big time back then, but I just love it. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. I love the Polaroid camera. Hey, if it's your birthday today, a very happy birthday to you again, November 26, 2024. Here are just some of the people that you celebrate your birthday with. I mentioned it was Good Grief Day. Well, that is because it is Charles Schulz's birthday today. Of course, the creator of the Peanuts franchise, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Woodstock, you see here, all of them. He was born on this day, 1922. He would have been 102 today. Unfortunately, we lost him back in 2000. But man, talk about an influence on all of our lives. We're going to get to the Christmas holidays special. Is there a better Christmas special than the Peanuts Christmas special? I don't know. But then also, going back to Halloween, the Great Pumpkin, the Thanksgiving one's fun too. But so many great, great things that have come out from Charlie Brown and from Charles Schulz, who created it all. Also, talking about greatness, how about Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll, born on this day, 1939. She would have been 84 today. Unfortunately, we lost her just last year in 2023, but just amazing, amazing performer with a phenomenal, fantastic life. And she's just made so much great music and done so many fantastic things. Again, even at 84, we lost her way too early. How about Robert Goulet, born on this day in 1933? He would have been 91 today. We lost him in 2007. Yeah, all I can think about him is Will Ferrell playing him on Saturday Night Live and just totally just shtick, but it was great. But also, he was the singing voice of Wheezy in Toy Story 2, You Got a Friend in Me. When you hear him sing, Wheezy sings. That is Robert Goulet. And finally, great producer, rapper, hype man, DJ Khaled. He turns 49 today, born on this day in 1975. So a very happy birthday to them. And if it's your birthday, again, a very happy birthday to you. One more thing I want to bring up here. Hopefully you've had a chance to listen to our episode this week with Joshua Pruitt, great author, television writer, fantastic show. Hopefully you got to check it out. The video version should be dropping later today. I was working on it just before I got on here. That's why I was a mess trying to come on here. But that should be dropping here pretty soon within the next few hours if you want to check that out as well. Also, he released the artwork. I'm going to zoom in on this, I think. He released the artwork for his upcoming book, Hero and the Argonauts, aka the best book ever written. He gave us an excerpt from it, just 30 pages. We were knocked out. It was fantastic. You can pre-order it now. Please check it out. I'll put the link in there where you can get it. Thank you, Marianne. I'm glad you liked the episode. It was one of our favorite interviews of all time. He was great. He was wonderful. He was excellent. Hopefully we'll get him on again. Definitely when Hero and the Argonauts comes out later this year. But he's just so entertaining. But the book, I'm telling you, it's fun. You're going to like it, especially if you like Greek mythology. I think you're going to really get a kick out of this book. Just from, like I said, the 30 pages we read, Michelle and I, we were just like over the moon about it, and can't wait to check out more of it when it comes this June. But you can pre-order it now. And again, I'll put the link in the YouTube version of this episode so you can check it out there. All right, going to wrap things up here. Everybody, have a fantastic Tuesday. We're almost there to the weekend again. You believe it? We're almost there. Whether you're working today, whether you're home, whether you're just going out and enjoying the parks, whether you're traveling, of course, if you're traveling, be safe. We're with you. Thank you, Donna. Again, thank you so much for everything, getting that popcorn bucket. I can't thank you enough for that. I'm glad you enjoyed today's show. And yes, thank you to everybody. Again, everybody, have a great day. Please remember, please share some kindness today, share some smiles, share some positivity. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. to share more of those things with you. Until that time, have a magical day, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.